Good morning. This is your weekly update with Jim Stewart. I'm the Chief Investment Officer at Worth Asset Management. Today is May 15, 2023, and I'm going to go over your three threes for the week. Three charts looking at three key areas in the market. Our first one being our top 10 major asset classes and their performance. And then I'm going to look at those same major asset classes on a short-term and intermediate-term basis. And then our top three market movers for the week. So let's jump on in.
Okay, let's go over the top 10 asset classes and their performance on a week, 3-month, and 1-year return basis for the week. We did have a slightly downturn in the market across the board with the bonds, the S&P, small caps, emerging markets, real estate, etc., all in the red, while NASDAQ eked out a positive on the last day of the week, and the dollar strengthened up 1.5 for the week. Zooming out to 3 months, you can see that the small caps are still lagging this market. Emerging markets, real estate, and commodities also on the laggard side. On the positive side, we have gold up 7.5. The Nasdaq and the S&P. Again, a lot of that has to do with those top 7, 8 tech companies, but they're positive, and the bonds are slightly positive on a 3-month basis. Going out even farther on a 1-year return basis, still the small caps, real estate, and commodities are lagging, while gold is still the biggest winner. And again, those 7, 8 tech stocks propelling the S&P and the NASDAQ to the biggest gains, while the bonds on a 1-year basis is actually still negative. Okay, let's go over the top 10 major asset classes and our positioning on a short-term and intermediate-term basis. I'll start off on the bearish side, and small cap equities are both bearish on a short-term and intermediate-term basis. On the bullish side, the only one that is short-term and intermediate-term bullish is gold. So we do like that one. Obviously, on a pair trade over small cap would be a great place to be. Everything else is kind of mixed. It's either bearish on one and bullish on the other, and that is very representative of this market that we're in right now. All right, on the third graph today, we're going to go over the equities on a short-term basis. And again, we are still sitting at the 4,100 mark. Literally the past week, past month, 3 months, 10 months, 12 months, even 24 months, going back 2 years, back May 13, 2021, the market was at, the S&P 500 was at 4,100. So yes, we've gone up and down over this period, but really the market represented by the S&P has not gone anywhere over 2 years. Okay, so keep that in mind, and we've got to, we're just going to sit and be patient and wait here until we get either a breakout or a breakdown on the S&P 500. All right, let's go over our top 3 market movers for this week. On Tuesday, we have retail sales, and that's how are the consumer spending. And right now, they're likely to have risen 0.7 last month, rebounding off a decline, but the year over year is projected to only have risen 1.4, and that will be the slowest pace since the onset of the pandemic 3 years ago. So that is a negative heading into this week. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to get quite a bit of housing market update. So we'll get a feel for how the housing markets anticipated. But right now we've got Tuesday, we got the NAHB housing market. Wednesday, we get housing starts and building permits. And on Thursday, we get the NAR's existing home sales. Now, they're projected to have fallen to 4.3, down from 4.4 million in March. And that's compared to 6.34 back in January of 2022. So unfortunately, that's also a negative heading into this week. And then the third part of this is that we've got earnings all week. Right now, I'm anticipating them probably being muted, kind of up and down, depending on if it's coming from the consumer side or if it's coming from the tech side. The biggest wild card may not be decided this week, but you never know. Could be the debt ceiling talks. There are plans for McCarthy and Biden to meet again. We'll see if they come away with anything, but most likely it'll be 11th hour towards the end of this month. But that could be a wild card any given week until we get to the end of this month. That's it this week. Thanks again for following us. Our next update is Monday, May 22nd. As always, continue to subscribe, like, and follow. And we shall see you next week. Have a great week trading.